All right, get going.
It's 1:45 for Christ's sake.
That's not my fault.
All right. We don't always watch ROH on Wednesday nights, but I wanted to watch this show because it had Shinsuke Nakamura and Roderick Strong. And goddamn, I wanted to watch that.
It wasn't even the best match on the show.
As it turned out, no. They had a really, really good wrestling match, but it was a really, really good opener and not a really, really good main event. Like, worlds better than anything on Raw this was. But I watched it, thought that was fun, and I moved on with my life. Nothing memorable at all. I did like, though, that they did more arm wringers here than I have seen on Raw all year. And by that I mean they did one arm wringer.
A lot of arm wringers. One.
So the crowd loved Nakamura, of course. They liked Roddy fine, but they wanted to see Nakamura win, and fortunately for them, he did. They did not do a ton of stuff. As noted, it was an opener-style match, not a main event-style match. But Roddy hit everything he had. He couldn't keep Nakamura down. They teased finishers a lot. Roderick got him in the Boston Crab, and Nakamura very, very gradually grabbed the ropes. The announcers pointed out this ring was 2 feet smaller than the New Japan ring. They kept doing the boo yay elbow spot, and the guy was booing Roddy and cheering Nakamura. And finally, Roddy hits a sick kick, and Nakamura bumps right onto his head. And Roddy hit a suplex into a backbreaker for a super close near fall. Nakamura finally hit the bomb yay, but Roddy kicked out at 1. Then Nakamura tried another one, but Roddy caught him with a jumping knee strike coming in. Then he hit the ropes, and Nakamura just hit a roundhouse kick to the chest for the win.
It was kind of sort of a Bomaye. It was a flying knee.
I guess.
But yeah, this was pretty great.
Yeah.
I give this a hearty thumbs up. Take us to the next match, because then I'll make my comment.
Ghetto versus Michael Elgin. This was a nothing match. The crowd knew it was a nothing match. They didn't care about anything.
And they did nothing.
And they did little. Elgin hit a long suplex. They did back and forth a bit. And Elgin won with a buckle bomb and sit-out power bomb.
Yeah. There was nothing wrong with this. It was fine. But when I watched the opener, and then I watched this match, all I could think was, God bless Michael Elgin. And I've been a fan of his for a while now, ever since he stopped being completely out of his mind. But how in the hell did Michael Elgin end up in the G1 and Roderick Strong didn't?
I don't know.
I would presume that size did in fact play a factor, but it's still baffling. Size notwithstanding. I was just stunned. But hey, maybe he'll be awesome, Michael Elgin.
So it was during this commercial break. I had seen all these commercials before, but it suddenly hit me. Apparently all Ring of Honor fans are 80 years old.
Well, you know what's funny is if you look at the demographics, they are advertising to the right audience.
Really?
There are a lot of older people that are watching, well, in the Destination America at least, on Ring of Honor and TNA. It is a very, very old audience.
Interesting. Because all the commercials are for things like knee braces and health alerts and liver aids. And there was one we were trying to remember that we saw all the time. We couldn't think of it. And we will get back to that in a second. Inside ROH with Mandy Leon.
I'll never get used to calling her Mandy Leon. It should be Mandy Leon. The Lion.
This is all highlight clips of New Japan guys in Ring of Honor.
Not Leon like your grandfather.
Yeah. They did show Maria eating the triple super kick from the Bullet Club.
Looked like it sucked.
So remember 2 minutes ago when I was talking about the product we couldn't remember?
Well, I certainly do now.
Silas Young appears on the screen. The last real man, he says. He's snarling and he's pissed off as always. He says, if you are a real man, then you should watch this commercial for Super Beta Prostate. And I laughed, and I laughed, and I laughed, and I laughed, and I laughed.
I almost died.
And this confirmed that Ring of Honor fans are all 80 years old.
It's so awesome. You know, I remember it was, I don't remember who I was talking to, but, you know, they've got Jay Lethal doing the knee brace gimmick, the Health Alert hotline, and I think they've got some of their other stars, and I guess Sinclair I may have details of this story wrong, but this is the general gist of it. They wanted someone to do the ad for Super Beta Prostate. And they were just essentially told, no. Like, none of our guys on the roster are going to be doing a testimonial for Super Beta Prostate. That was the initial reaction. And then I guess later, they all I knew was they found their man for Super Beta Prostate. And boy, did they ever.
Did they ever.
This was awesome. I think there was another one for Super Beta Prostate with the fucking human peacock, Dalton Castle.
That would work
That was
too.
also awesome.
That would work too.
Yeah. So see, you can make anything work if you've got imagination.
That's right. And then the main event. Kazuchika Okada and Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta versus AJ Styles and the Young Bucks.
God, this was a fun match.
This was a lot of fun.
Yes.
I mentioned on our pay-per-view review that the Young Bucks, sometimes they wrestle in a language I don't understand.
Yeah.
Tonight they did not.
They spoke English here.
Tonight they wrestled in English.
Yeah.
They had a 6-man tag team match with a heat segment and everything. They did occasional super kicks and occasional crotch chops. They're still the Young Bucks, but it was not just all comedy they did. And then after the heat segment, we got 5 minutes of big moves and it was awesome. 1,001 moves at the end, really. I did like when Okada did his Rainmaker pose. And
they zoomed out.
They did, but the timing was not as good as it is in Japan.
No, there was a charm to it that actually made that even better. And it was funny because he sets up for the pose, and I immediately thought, well, they got to zoom out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so as soon as he sets up for the pose, the camera kind of moves a little and zooms a little bit in. And as soon as it moved a little in, I was like, they're going to do it. I was so excited like a child. And sure enough, the arms go wide, and that fucking camera, usually it's like, you know, in Japan, they're in a pretty goddamn big building. Sometimes they're in a Tokyo Dome. And so you can really zoom out. But here they were. I forget where they were for this show. Philadelphia. The building ain't that big. And I was like, you know, it's going to be neat that they do the zoom, but I mean, how far can they really zoom out in this building? I don't know where they put this goddamn camera. They may have put it next door. But they fucking zoomed so far out that Okada ended up this tiny little man in the distance. This was great. That made this match, I gave it an extra star for that spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's high praise.
Very much so.
So it ended up with all 6 guys brawling in the ring, and the Bullet Club hit 3 simultaneous super kicks, and the other team did 3 simultaneous spit cells.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And Okada got taken out, and finally it came down to Trent Beretta alone in the ring, and they hit him with, in this order, an assisted kneeling pile driver.
Yep.
A Meltzer driver.
That would be a tombstone, by the way.
That's a tombstone with a guy doing a flip and pushing the other guy down.
Yeah.
A double super kick, and then a Styles clash.
Yes.
And then guess what? He didn't kick out.
No.
After this unparalleled, oh God, what's the word when something is new? God damn it. Devastation like this we have not seen before. Unprecedented.
Literally.
That's the word I'm thinking of. Unprecedented devastation.
Literally. Trent Beretta should retire. Because he should never come back from what happened to him at the end of this match.
No.
This was like...
They should have started his funeral right there.
I'm trying to think of, like, for those of you that don't watch ROH or New Japan or anything, how to even, like a WWE analogy, I guess it would be like if you had, I don't know, Shawn Michaels hits a super kick into The Undertaker, who does a tombstone, and then Hulk Hogan comes and leg drops the guy, and then Randy Savage does an elbow off the top rope, and then Yokozuna does a sit-down. Something like that.
You're forgetting the pedigree.
The pedigree, yeah. This man should never be seen again after this doom here. They should have just brought out a shovel, dug a hole right there in the middle of the ring, put him in it, and that would have been the end of Trent Beretta. He could come back under a mask or some sort of new gimmick, but the Trent Beretta character should now be dead after this destruction.
And this was unlike the pay-per-view show where they just did, the finish was just, they stopped doing moves and a guy got pinned at random. No. This was nothing random about this. This man was defeated.
Yeah.
He had lost.
Yes.
So that was a lot of fun, and Ring of Honor was great.
This was the kind of finishing sequence that you could have used to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what? I wanted to do this. Now would be a good time. It has been a while since we called the ROH Codeline. I think we need to do it again here. Get ready, Vinny, because I'm going to need some help.
See what I can do.
Hope I dialed the right number.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
That would be the wrong number.
You gonna try again?
What the hell's the phone number?
I don't know.
Isn't it 1-800-855-4ROH, right? This doesn't sound good. How did I fuck this up?
See if it's on the website.
Yeah, find the number here.
We're sorry. Your call cannot...
Damn it.
Contact us.
I'm trying to Google it. I can't find it.
Well, there's a... When you go to
1-800... okay.
What's
I
that?
got it.
What'd you do?
1-800-885-4ROH. Son of a bitch. What if it was my fault or they put it on the screen?
Ring of Honor fans, this is Kevin Kelly. I'm the voice of Ring of Honor Wrestling, and thanks for calling the ROH Codeline, your ultimate destination for ROH breaking news and exclusive offers that could save you hundreds of dollars.
On dating.
And just for being the ultimate insider, we will text message you an exclusive Women of Honor screenshot. Standard text messaging and data rates apply. And remember to hang on the line to find out more exclusive deals that could save you hundreds. Press 1 to receive a text message of your exclusive Women of Honor screenshot.
Now
Press 2 to not receive a text message screenshot.
Okay, last time we did 2, so this time let's do 1. Even though I'm calling from a
Insider,
landline.
Today is all about an exciting return. What New Japan wrestler will be returning to Ring of Honor very soon? Is it Kazuchika Okada or Jushin Thunder Liger?
It's Okada.
Press 1 for Jushin Thunder Liger.
Hit do.
Press 2 for Kazuchika Okada.
It's got to be Okada.
You selected Okada, and man, you know your ROH.
Woo!
I
Boom!
know Okada is excited for his return date. Do you have a date?
Here we go again.
Looking for your perfect match or fun date? Do you want to meet great singles in your area? They are closer than you think. Simply press 1 to chat with great, fun singles in your area. Flirt with others looking for the same things you are. Completely discreet, private, but most of all, fun.
Okay, so...
Press 1 to talk with singles now.
That's a horrible idea.
Ring of Honor is your final destination.
I don't get
for
any
the
other
most
options?
hard-hitting action and freshest stars in professional wrestling today. You are probably paying too much for car insurance. Available now. You could get immediate paperwork for the quality insurance
He's not
you
going to give
need
up.
at a price you can afford. Press 2 for car insurance at rates that won't make you tap out. Press 2 for reliable, affordable car
Was the other
insurance.
one also 2?
No, the other one was 1, I think.
Don't miss a minute of Ring of Honor's constant action. Check your local listings.
Okay.
Fun local singles are closer than you think. They are actually
This is really-
waiting to
It's
talk
1
to
or
you.
2.
Flirt with others looking for the same things you are. Simply press 3 to chat with
3?
great, fun singles in your area.
So it's 1 and
Completely
3.
discreet, private, but most of all, fun. Press 3 to talk with singles now.
You heard the man.
No, hold on a second. I got to see if 4 is also car insurance.
Sorry, I did not understand you.
Looking for your perfect match or fun date? Do you
Fuck
wanna meet
3.
Oh, no. Stay out of this.
Maybe this is why I get all these calls on these numbers here.
Welcome to Live Links. You must be 18 or older.
I'm going all the way.
Continue. Men press 1. Women press 2.
What do you think? 1?
Sure.
Men press. We'd like to offer you a free trial so you can start having fun and meeting great local women.
Boom.
To start your free trial now, press 1. To start it later, press 2. If you're
I
you
should have started
have
it later.
30 minutes remaining. Your free trial will expire in 3 days, and it must be used from this phone number. Have fun. For the best experience with singles from your local area, next time you call, please dial the following number. 425
Hold on.
522
How long is this number?
I don't know.
71 women on the line. Now you can choose which
71
language you
women?
want to chat in. To have a great time chatting in English, press 1. To have a great time chatting in Spanish, press 2. To repeat these choices,
Let's have some
press
fun
9.
and go in
To
Spanish.
leave the live connector, press
Necesita grabar un saludo para presentarse con las demás personas. Si está usando la membresía,
That was a
su
mistake.
saludo será guardado para que
Damn
lo use
it.
después.
You're not really Mexican.
Vamos a grabar el nombre que quiere usar. Cuando envíe un mensaje, la otra persona le identificará con ese nombre. Grabe su nombre después del tono.
Vincent.
Don't you dare.
Es la hora de crear su saludo.
Hang
Los
up the
mejores
phone.
saludos
I didn't say the
obtienen
end.
más respuestas. Aquí tiene algunos tips que le ayudarán a grabar su saludo efectivo.
Expuestos.
Para saltarse estos consejos, oprima cualquier botón. Cuando esté listo para grabar, hable claro y sea positivo. Descríbase brevemente y diga exactamente lo que está buscando. Amistad,
You gotta do
una
that?
primera
No.
cita, una aventura. Mientras más
they have a
específico,
slow
más
down button?
posibilidades de obtener la respuesta que busca. Procura incluir temas
Busca.
para hacer conversación. Por ejemplo, lo que le gusta
For
hacer,
example.
sus cualidades
I got
y
that.
otras cosas que busca en una mujer. No dejes
Why
mensajes
is she
en
still
silencio
talking?
ni tampoco
I don't
información
know.
personal,
Maybe she's the
teléfonos,
single we were
apellidos o
trying to get hold of.
direcciones.
Maybe this is
Asegúrese
why
de
she's
escuchar su
single.
saludo
She won't
para
shut up.
verificar que sea claro y que represente
Why
fielmente
is she
quién es
still
usted y
talking?
lo
What
que
could she
busca.
possibly be
Si no
saying
le
for all this
contestan como
time?
esperaba, recuerde que siempre puede grabar un nuevo saludo. ¿Listo para grabar? Oprima 1. Para escuchar un
Press
ejemplo de
1.
un saludo, oprima 2. Si
Oh,
quisiera,
God.
Por favor, empiece a grabar después de escuchar el tono. Cuando termine, oprima cualquier botón.
Something about quit. Hello? Vincent.
si le gusta su saludo, oprima 1. Escuchar como
Okay,
sea.
fuck this. Next time, we're going to go in English. We got farther this time.
And Brian,
Yes?
when we go in English and they ask you what your name is, you say Brent. All right.
That was something else.